What's going on, everybody? It's Elijah, and we have a very fun video. I actually got a DM from Zuma himself. Me and Zuma had a little talk. You guys don't know who Zuma is. He's the guy who works on builds, as well as he was working on the values list, but a lot of people misinterpreted my last video. They thought it was me bashing on them, and I kind of wanted to explain it and go over the DMs with Zuma. I asked Zuma for permission to actually talk about it in this video and show the DMs. He said, yeah, that's fine. But we're going to talk about it, some speculations going on, everything like that, and to clear up some air and stuff. So you guys who are like, hardcore deriding AOTR, dying for him. I mean, I say deriding, but the video got like 300 likes and like 25 dislikes, but a lot of people in the comments were freaking out, calling me ignorant and stupid and all this other stuff. But hey, apparently you guys never watched my videos before. So if you guys don't know, my name is Eli. I started playing AOTR 10 months ago, and I played it in the past during update 2. I said this in one of my videos a long time ago, long time ago I played. And I quit the game. Update 3 wasn't out when I quit, and I stopped playing it, and I came back to it recently as of 10 months ago when I started my YouTube channel. If you guys don't know, I racked up over 10,000 subscribers in the 10 months, which is freaking crazy to say. A lot of people don't even do that, so make sure you guys subscribe if you guys have not yet. We've been growing fast, and if you guys don't know, my channel was based off of helping a lot of people, as in LW trades, as in Noob to Pro series, giving people tips and tricks for fast XP or fast gold to level up. All these ideas to help people out who are new to the game or returning to the game, who wanted to get caught up or didn't know how it worked or anything like that. Well, I made a couple videos on AOTR's official value trading list. As you know, AOTR had an official trading value list, which they released. They released one on day 1, and then all of a sudden, a day later, they released a V2 of it, which was a newer version. A lot of the values changed, and a lot of it dropped, and a lot of it went up, like to thousands or other stuff like that. Don't mind me, by the way. I'm watching Reincarnation of a Slime, W anime. But a lot of the values changed, and if you guys can tell from the very first one, they removed the names of the people who's working on it or anything like that. There's not that many people in here whatsoever, but all this stuff changed to this. I got some confirmation, especially from some leaderboard players as well as from Zuma himself. So let's go over the DMs. We're going to talk about them a little bit. Like I said, Zuma gave permission to show these and talk about it. So we're going to go to them and talk about it. So originally I reached out to Zuma saying, hey, would you be down to come onto my video and, defend yourself? I kind of feel like an a-hole just kind of bashing on you guys. I'm not really bashing you. I said, Zuma, me and him talked in the past before in VCs a lot of times. I said, Zuma, you know me. I'm not an a-hole. I'm not like trying to bash on you guys. My opinion is I just voice things, and you know how I am. I hope that my voice is heard from the public. I talk for the public, for people's opinions. I talk for them, hoping that the higher ups see my video and watch it and see it. Here's the DMs. I reached out to Zuma saying, hey, would you be down to VC and, come on and defend yourself? And he responded me saying, no, it's fine. I said, I don't do most of the values anymore, but our list is literally just community representation off of current market values. So he's saying that the V2 list, which is the new updated list a day later, is they kind of just took everything and redid it all based off of the community so that the community can see that based off what their opinions are, instead of like making their own list and thinking of ideas. So of course I responded. I said, it's just weird to me that half of the items in one day drop thousands of keys, and now people are whining to me because a lot of people were complaining to me in the Discord saying that they traded for angel wings and for bunny attire because they said it was worth 4,000 keys, and then they lost 1,000 keys and then lost almost 2,000 keys of items, and they were wanting to get Fritz, and now they lost those values. I said, of course, it's a little weird to me that it's within a day a lot of his stuff, and I said a lot of it was linked to me, especially some leaderboard players linked me some stuff in my public Discord, my Mr. Eli, which has 6,000 members in it, saying my public Discord general chats of a lot of traders who traded lots of stuff, including you, that was sketchy, that kind of looks like prices were being manipulated, like how Trading Corpse was taken down for it. And he responded to me. He said, people hated the list badly, so we had to change it, basically the known values of before. And I said, yeah. And he said, yeah, I've seen that leaderboard shit before. We based our values strictly off quantity in the game. So apparently, I guess they have a counter, or they can see how many items are in the game of each individual item, and they just base the value based off of how many it is. So maybe there's not that many Heloses or something, and that's why Helos went up to 11,000 keys, or some of the cosmetics are more expensive, or Maharaga wheel sitting at 5,000, because there's maybe not that many. Maybe there's a counter that says there's maybe 1,000 in the game or something like that. And he said, and this is him clearing up the trade, because if you guys don't know, Zuma had a trade, and there's some screenshots of a lot of the people who control the values list now, and a lot of people who were testers that had the leaderboard auras. They got caught trading their leaderboard auras for a lot of duplicates of the newer ones, which all of a sudden the newer ones just skyrocketed in value or went down. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it looked like they were controlling the value so that they can get more currency, and then the web sheet changed, and all of a sudden the items that they traded were no longer worth as much, and the new items they got are worth a lot, so that it seems like they gained in that. So my trade with the guy was a huge W. We didn't factor any of these trades in. I don't know what much else to say besides we didn't factor in our trades. Also, I didn't even value the leaderboard items, he said. That trade got got took and blown up everywhere, which I never intended for that to happen. Someone just asked what I got for that trade, then they saved it and spread it everywhere. This was like 3 weeks ago. So he's saying, you know, he had a trade. Someone asked what he traded for it, and he took a screenshot, showed the person, and that person went around spreading it. And yeah, Zuma's saying he no longer controls the values anymore. He doesn't, not control them, but he doesn't do most of the value stuff anymore. Like, as in, like, I guess maybe putting up the values or saying what the values of what is. He's saying at the top, he didn't say that. I forgot to mention that. I said, gotcha, you know how I am. I take things with a grain of salt. I don't believe every word that is said to me. I mean, you probably see my channel. I'm the type who talks for the people and hope that my voice makes a difference for devs and higher up to hear it. I really don't care that y'all got, I don't really care. I meant to put a parenthesis in there. I said, y'all got stuff to do just like how I have stuff to do. The fact you guys are making a list is hugely appreciated. Just people want it to be fair and feel like there's a say in it. Like the unofficial lists. On the unofficial lists are on official lists and now feel that it's more controlled by the devs. And then I kind of mispropered English there. I was in the middle, like I said, watching Reincarnation of Slime when he started messaging me. But what I meant to say where there was on the unofficial list, it felt like the community have more of a input that we were able to yip yap talk and be like, hey, look, this isn't worth this. And on the unofficial list, we felt like there was more of a control for the whole community. And now it felt like the new official list was more of only controlled by the devs and the people making the values. It felt like there was a lot of, you know, stuff that was going on in trading courts was going on there. And he said, yeah, I seen your first video. Also, the list hasn't been in progress since last October, not the current last one. I said in my last video that they were working on something since October, and this is the Google Docs. I was bashing on the Google Docs because I was like, you know, you're AOTR, you have money. How is it that, you know, there's not a website when Trading Corps and all these other people have websites? And he said that wasn't the one that was in works of October. So we go to the other DM right here. And the other DM, this is like summing it up and stuff like that. He said, you know, pretty much, I said, yeah, I'm glad I did. I might sound like a dick, but I try not to be. I might just come off as one. And I said, yeah, and Jess and a few leaderboard players, you guys know Jess, she's a leaderboard player. I said, show me the website and was being worked on, and the website was being worked on, which made me happy. When I saw the Google Docs, I was like, why when they have so much money is pretty much what I meant by that. I said, but people want it to be easy and to understandable, want it to be easy to understand and read, not just a lazy mess, you know? He said, there was an old one that never dropped since we were waiting for a website. So he's saying that there was a one that they were going to originally work on, but they did not because that they were waiting for the website to come out and they just decided not to. And I said, yeah, a few leaderboard players contacted me showing me the messages talking about the website. A few of the leaderboards contacted the person making the website, or I guess working on it or helping it. And the person said, why are so many people mad about the Google Docs and not a website and stuff like that? And the person responded saying, probably because it's been on work for 7 months and we've been waiting for it since October. He said, yeah, to be honest, I don't know why there wasn't a website ready yet, but I know they are working on getting one, and there is the Google Docs /sheet is just a placeholder. So they're saying that the Google Docs placeholder thing that they have on right now is just a temporary thing, and that they are going to, when the website comes out, they're pretty much probably going to delete that Google Doc and no longer use it and just use the website, kind of like hopefully like Trading Corps or something like that. So, and of course, you can see I asked permission there. I said, do you care if I talk about what we talked about here to clear up some shit that I forgot to mention in the last video? And he said, yeah, that's fine. So I wanted to clear that up. I'm not just bashing on AOTR or anything like that because I'm mad at them or I don't like what's going on. I love the fact that a lot of stuff's going on. It's awesome that they're working towards some things, and a lot of things are being worked on right now that is going to be helping the community. It's just there needs to be a lot more communication between the community. Since the Google Docs released on the first one, the only communication we got was, hey, what would you like your items to be valued in keys, visits, or scrolls? There needs to be a little bit more input. I don't know who they're getting their inputs from for trading and stuff like that. I have no clue. Hopefully it's a big trader, because like I said in the past, the people who had their names on the list on the first one weren't very traders. There was only one person in there who worked for Trading Corps in the past, and other than that, a lot of them weren't traders. Like some of them on that list hasn't traded in 2 months. Hopefully they're getting input now from people who actually trade in game and getting a lot more input. I know a lot of you guys are happy that Maharaga went up in value and it's no longer below Angel Wings, but at the same time, a lot of people are mad because they lost out on their value. They traded for Angel Wings and Bunny Attire because they were told it's worth 4,000 and 2,000, and then the next day they were told that it wasn't. So a lot of people lost out on that, and I get it. I get you're mad about that, but it's trial and error, boys. You got to understand. Like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not bashing on them. Me and Zuma are really cool. I talked to Zuma in the past during a older content creator friend, like when we met up and stuff like that. We talked in VC. Zuma was a really cool guy. He seems like a cool kid, and I hate saying cool kid. I'm almost 10 years older than the guy. He's a cool kid. He was really cool to talk with. He seems like a really chill guy. I invited him to my Discords. He joined Elijah and Empire Trading, so he's in there. He's chill. He's all right. He's cool with me. Like I said, I talk with a lot of the devs. I talk with a lot of the staff members and high ups and stuff like that. There is no beef between me or any of them like that. All of them know me as the a-hole who voices his own opinions, and from him saying that he's seen my video, hopefully that means that the others have seen my video. Who knows? knows? Maybe I'm the reason that the first Google Docs got taken down and they revamped it to make it look better. Maybe my first video, hell, they saw and was like, yeah, maybe we should make it look a little better with like the emojis and stuff. I mean, spreadsheet, it's not bad. It's cool. It'll do its job for now. But, and I mean, I got to control F everything. Like I got to hit control F and type in the names just to find it. But at least there's something now ever since, you know, we've been waiting on the update for 12 months. At least there's something that we know that's official now that is what it is. Was the official list technically needed? Yes, but no at the same time, because the unofficial list was helpful and did a lot that the official list did. And I felt like they could have waited a little bit longer just to fully release the website instead of just rushing a Google Docs in it as a placeholder. But I mean, at least it's there. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in my next video. I appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the day and night. And y'all have a good one.